All right, so we left off yesterday, Joshua 15. And we probably missed a little bit, but that's okay. We only have, 60 more books to go, and then we'll start over again. We have 66 books to get back to the same point we were at yesterday. So just hang in there for a couple months, and we'll get back to it. Right, Matthew? I know you're annoyed. Let me see if I can prop up your head just a little bit. Yeah, I took Matthew out for a little bit, and it was 91 degrees outside. So Matthew's a little flushed. But I just gave him a bunch of water. Oh, thank you, Billy. Thank you for the prayers. Okay. Joshua 15, the land of Judah. You ready, Matthew? Okay. So this was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. The border of Edom at the wilderness of Zin, southward, was the extreme. I think I read this yesterday. You know what? We'll read it anyway. Edom at the wilderness of Zin, southward, was the extreme southern boundary, and their southern border began at the shore of the Salt Sea, from the bay that faces southward. Then it went out to the southern side of the ascent of Akrabim, passed along to Zin, ascended on the south side of Kadesh Barnea, passed along to Hezron, went up to Adar, and went around to Karka. From there it passed toward Asmon and went out to the brook of Egypt. And the border ended at the sea. This shall be your southern border. The east border was the Salt Sea as far as the mouth of the Jordan. And the border on the northern quarter began at the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. The border went up to Beth Hogla and passed north of Beth Araba. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. Then the border went up toward Debir from the valley of Achor, and it turned northward toward Gilgal, which is before the ascent of Adumim, which is on the south side of the valley. The border continued toward the waters of En Shemesh and ended at En Rogel, or Rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom to the southern slope of the Jebusite city, which is Jerusalem. The border went up to the top of the mountain that is before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim northward. Then the border went around from the top of the hill to the fountain of the water of Nephtoah and extended to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border went around to Baalah, which is Kirjath Jearim. Then the border turned westward from Baalah to Mount Seir, passed along to the side of Mount Jearim on the north, which is Chesalon, went down to Beth Shemesh and passed on to Timnah. And the border went out to the side of Ekron northward. Then the border went around to Shikron, passed along to Mount Bala, and extended to Jebneel, and the border ended at the sea. The west border was the coastline of the Great Sea. This is the boundary of the children of Judah all around according to their families. Caleb occupies Hebron. This is Joshua 15, verse 13. Caleb occupies Hebron at Debir. Now to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, he gave a share among the children of Judah according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, namely Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron. Arba was the father of Anak. Caleb drove out the three sons of Anak from there, Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. Then he went up from there to the inhabitants of Debir. Formerly the name of Debir was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, he who attacks Kirjath Sepher and takes it, to him I will give Aksa, my daughter, as wife. I'm probably butchering that name. I apologize. So Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it and gave him Aksa as his wife, his daughter as wife. Now it was so, when she came to him, that she persuaded him to ask her father for a field. So she dismounted from her donkey, and Caleb said to her, what do you wish? She answered, give me a blessing, since you have given me land in the south. Give me also springs of water. So he gave her the upper spring and the lower springs. Chapter 15, verse 20, the cities of Judah. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. The city at the limits of the tribe of the children of Judah, toward the border of Edom, in the south were Kabzeel, Eder, Jagur, Kina, Dimnah, Adada, Kedesh, Hazor, Ithnan, Ziph, Telem, Beoloth, Hazor, Hadattah, Kirioth, Hezron, which is Hazor, Amam, Shema, Moladah, Hazar Gada, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shual, Beersheba, Bizjotjah, Bela, Ijim, Ezem, El-Tolad, Chisel, Hormah, Ziklag, Madmenah, Sansana, Leboeth, Shelim, Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities were 29 with their villages. In the lowland, Eshtaol, Zorah, Ashna, Zanoah, En-Ganim, Tapua, Enam, Jarmuth, Adalium, Soko, Azekah, Sharam, Adithaim, Gedra, and Gederothaim. 14 cities with their villages: Zenon, Hadashah, Migdal Gad, Dilin, Mizpah, Joktheel, Lachish, Bozkath, Eglon, Kabon, Lamas, Kitlish, Gederoth, Beth Dagon, Naamah, and Makkedah. 16 cities with their villages: Libnah, Ether, Ashan, Jiphtha, Ashna, Nazib, Keilah, Exib, and Mareshah. 9 cities with their villages: Ekron with its towns and villages from Ekron to the sea, all the way near Ashdod with their villages, Ashdod with its towns and villages, Gaza with its towns and villages, as far as the brook of Egypt, and the great sea with its coastline. Okay. I might have to tip you back. Yep. Come on, kiddo. Earlier, he was totally favoring the right side. Work it out, kid. Work it out, okay? Focus. Focus on the Lord. Focus on your body. You can overcome it all, son. Okay? Okay, where were we? Gaza with its towns and villages as far as the brook of Egypt and the great sea with its coastline. And in the mountain country, Shamir, Jatir, Soko, Dene, Kirjath Sana, which is Debir, Anab, Eshtemo, Anim, Goshen, Holon, and Gilo. 11 cities with their villages: Arab, Duma, Eshan, Janum, Beth Tapua, Afeka or Afeka, Humta, Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron, and Zior. 9 cities with their villages: Maon, Carmel, Ziph, Juta, Jezreel, Jogdeam, Genoa, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah. 10 cities with their villages: Halul, Beth Zur, Gedor, Merath, Beth Anoth, and Eltekon. 6 cities with their villages: Kirjath Baal, which is Kirjath Jearim, and Reba. 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Araba, Midin, Sika, Nibshan, and the city of the salt, and En Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem to this day. There's a little side note about Jebusites here. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too much opinion. But we'll see. Ancient Jerusalem was once called Jebus, and its original inhabitants were called the Jebusites. When the Israelites invaded Canaan under the leadership of Joshua, the Jebusites were ruled by Adoni-Zedek, one of the 5 Amorite kings who resisted the Hebrew conquest. These 5 kings were defeated and slain by Joshua, but the Jebusites were not driven out from Jebus, or Jerusalem, as it's called. After David was anointed king, he led his army against the Jebusites. His military commander, Joab, apparently entered the city through an underground water shaft and led to conquest. Excuse me. The site on which Solomon's temple was built in Jerusalem was previously a threshing floor that belonged to a Jebusite by the name of Arunua, or Ornan. David refused to accept this property as a gift from Arunua and paid him 50 shekels of silver for the land. We'll get to that soon. Joshua chapter 16. You a little bit more comfortable now, Matthew? You look like you are. Okay. Chapter 16, Ephraim and West Manasseh. The lot fell to the children of Joseph from the Jordan by Jericho to the waters of Jericho on the east, to the wilderness that goes up from Jericho through the mountains to Bethel, then went out from Bethel to Luz, passed along the border of the Archites at Adaroth, and went down westward to the boundary of the Jephthalites, as far as the boundary of lower Beth Horon to Gezer, and it ended at the sea. So the children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took their inheritance. Chapter 16, verse 5, the land of Ephraim. The border of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, was thus. The border of their inheritance on the east side was Adaroth, Adar, as far as upper Beth Horon. And the border went out toward the sea on the north side of Michmetheth. Then the border went around eastward to Taanath, Silo, and passed by it on the east of Jonoah. Then it went down from Genoa to Adaroth and Nera, according to Jericho, and came out at the Jordan. The border went out from Tapua westward to the brook Cana, and it ended at the sea. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim according to their families. The separate cities for the children of Ephraim were among the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. And they did not drive out the Canaanites who dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelt among the Ephraimites to this day and have become forced laborers. Wonder why God didn't drive them out. Joshua chapter 17, the other half tribe of Manasseh west. There was also a lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph, namely for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, because he was a man of war. Therefore he was given Gilead of Bashan. And there was a lot for the rest of the children of Manasseh according to their families. For the children of Abiezer, there's anytime they break a name to the next sentence, it really throws me off. The children of Helek, the children of Azriel, the children of Shechem, the children of Hefer, and the children of Shemida. These were the male children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, according to their families. But Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons, but only daughters. And these are the names of his daughters: Mela, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they came near before Eleazar, the priest, before Joshua, the son of Nun, and before the rulers, saying, The Lord commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brothers. Therefore, according to the commandment of the Lord, he gave them an inheritance among their father's brothers. 10 shares fell to Manasseh, besides the land of Gilead to Bashan, which were on the other side of the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh received an inheritance among his sons, and the rest of Manasseh's sons had the land of Gilead. And the territory of Manasseh was from Asher to Mikmethath, that lies east of Shechem, and the border went along south to the inhabitants of En-Tappuah. Manasseh had the land of Tappuah, but Tappuah on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. And the border descended to the brook Cana, southward to the brook. These cities of Ephraim are among the cities of Manasseh. The border of Manasseh was on the north side of the brook, and it ended at the sea. Southward, it was Ephraim's. Northward was Manasseh's, and the sea was its border. Manasseh's territory was adjoining Asher on the north, and Issachar on the east. And in Issachar and in Asher, Manasseh had Beth Shean and its towns, Ibleam and its towns, the inhabitants of Dor and its towns, the inhabitants of Endor and its towns, the inhabitants of Taanach and its towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and its towns, 3 hilly regions. Yet the children of Manasseh could not drive out the inhabitants of those cities, but the Canaanites were determined to dwell in that land. And it happened, when the children of Israel grew strong, that they put the Canaanites to forced labor, but did not utterly drive them out. Chapter 17, verse 14, more land for Ephraim and Manasseh. Then the children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, Why have you given us only one lot and one share to inherit, since we are a great people, inasmuch as the Lord has blessed us until now? So Joshua answered them, If you are a great people, then go up to the forest country and clear a place for yourself there in the land of the Perizzites and the giants, since the mountains of Ephraim are too confined for you. But the children of Joseph said, The mountain country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron, both those who are of Beth Shean and its towns, and those who are of the valley of Jezreel. And Joshua spoke to the house of Joshua, to Ephraim and Manasseh, saying, You are a great people, and you have great power, and you shall not have only one lot, but the mountain country shall be yours. Although it is wooded, you can cut it down, and its farthest extent shall be yours, for you shall drive out the Canaanites, though they have iron chariots and are strong. Joshua chapter 18, the remainder of the land divided. Now the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled together at Shiloh, and set up the tabernacle of meeting there. And the land was subdued before them. But there remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes which had not yet received their inheritance. Then Joshua said to the children of Israel, "How long will you neglect to go and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? Pick out from among you 3 men for each tribe, and I will send them. They shall rise up and go through the land, survey it according to their inheritance, and come back to me. And they shall divide it into 7 parts. Judah shall remain in their territory on the south, and the house of Joseph shall remain in their territory on the north. You shall therefore survey the land in 7 parts, and bring the survey here to me, that I may cast lots for you before the Lord our God. But the Levites have no part among you, for the priesthood of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan on the east, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave them." Then the men arose to go away, and Joshua charged those who went to survey the land, saying, walk through the land, survey it, and come back to me, that I may cast lots for you here before the Lord in Shiloh." So the men passed in 7 parts by cities, and they came to Joshua at the camp in Shiloh. Then Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before the Lord, and there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions. Joshua 18, verse 11, the land of Benjamin. Now the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families, and the territory of their lot came out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. Their border on the north side began at the Jordan, and the border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the mountains westward. It ended at the wilderness of Beth Aven. The border went over from there toward Luz, to the side of Luz, which is Bethel, southward, and the border descended to Adar, near the hill that lies on the south side of lower Beth Horon. Then the border extended around the west side to the south, from the hill that lies before Beth Horon, southward, and it ended at Kirjath Baal, which is Kirjath Jearim, a city of the children of Judah. This was the west side. The south side began at the end of Kirjath Jearim, and the border extended on the west side and went out to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah. Then the border came down to the end of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is the valley of the Rephaim on the north, descended to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of the Jebusite city on the south, and descended to En Rogel. And it went around from the north, went out to En Shemesh, and extended toward Geliloth. There we go, which is before the ascent of Adumim, and descended to the stone of Boan, the son of Reuben. Did I read that right? Yeah, the stone. Okay. Then it passed along toward the north side of Araba, and went down to Araba. And the border passed along the north side of Beth Hoglah. Then the border ended in the North Bay at the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the southern boundary. The Jordan was its border on the east side. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to its boundaries, all around, according to their families. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, Beth Hoglah, Emek Keziz, Beth Araba, Zemarim, Bethel, Avim, Pera, Ophrah, Chephar, or Kephar, Hamoni, Ophni, and Geba, 12 cities with their villages, Gibeon, Ramah, Beeroth, Mizpah, Chephirah, or Kephirah, Mozah, Rechem, Irpeel, Turlah, Zelah, Eleph, Jebus, which is Jerusalem, Gibeath, and Kirjath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. Joshua chapter 19. Simeon's inheritance with Judah. The second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families, and their inheritance was with the inheritance of the children of Judah. They had in their inheritance Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar Shual, Bela, Ezem, Eltoldah, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazaz Suah, Beth Laboath, and Sharuin, 13 cities and their villages, Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were all around these cities as far as Balath Bir, Ramah of the south. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. The inheritance of the children of Simeon was included in the share of the children of Judah, for the share of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore, the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of that people. Joshua chapter 19, verse 10, the land of Zebulun. The third lot came out for the children of Zebulun according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was was as far as Sarid. The border went toward the west and to Merilah, went to Debasheth, and extended along the brook that is east of Jokneam. Then from Sarid it went eastward toward the sunrise along the border of Chisloth Tabor, and went out toward Debirath by passing Japhia. And from there it passed along the east of Gath Hefer toward Eth Kazin, and extended to Rimmon, which borders on Neah. Then the border went around it on the north side of Hanathon, and it ended in the valley of Jephthah El. Included were Katath, Naalal, Shimron, Adela, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Zebulun according to their families, these cities with their villages. Chapter 19, verse 17, the land of Issachar. The fourth lot came out to Issachar for the children of Issachar according to their families, and their territory went to Jezreel, and included Chesuloth, Shenuim, Haphrim, Shion, Anarath, Rabbith, Kishion, Abez, Remeth, En-Ganim, En-Hada, and Beth Pazez. And the border reached to Tabor, Shehazimah, and Beth Shemesh. The border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribes of the children of Issachar according to their families, the cities and their villages. Chapter 19, verse 24, the land of Asher. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families, and their territory included Helkath, Halai, Beten, Aksaph, Amalek, or Alamelech, Amad, and Mishal. It reached Mount Carmel westward along the brook Shior, Libnath. It turned toward the sunrise to Beth Dagon, and it reached to Zebulun and to the valley of Jephthah El. Then northward beyond Beth Emek to Neiel, bypassing Kabul, which was on the left, including Hebron, Rehob, Haman, and Cana, as far as Greater Sidon. And the border turned to Ramah and to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the border turned to Hosah and ended at the sea by the region of Akzib. Also, Umah, Aphek, and Rehob were included, 22 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families, these cities with their villages. Joshua 19, verse 32, the land of Naphtali. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, for the children of Naphtali according to their families, and their border began at Heleph, and closed the territory from the terebinth tree in Zaanaim, there it is, Zaanaim, Adamai, Negeb, and Jabneel, as far as Lakum. It ended at the Jordan. From Heleph, the border extended westward to Aznoth Tabor, and went out from there toward Hukok. It adjoined Zebulun on the south side and Asher on the west side, and ended at Judah by the Jordan toward the sunrise. And the fortified cities are Ziddim, Zir, Hamath, Rakath, Kinnerath, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kadesh, Edrei, En-Hazor, Iron, Migdal El, Horem, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, the cities and their villages. Chapter 19, verse 40, the land of Dan. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, and the territory of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshtaol, Shemesh, Shelalabin, Ajalon, Jethlah, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekah, Gibbethon, Baalath, Jehud, Bene Birak, Gath Rimmon, that's May Jarkin, and Rakon, with the region near Joppa. And the border of the children of Dan went beyond these, because the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem and took it. And they struck it with the edge of the sword, took possession of it, and dwelt in it. They called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan, their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. Chapter 19, verse 49, Joshua's inheritance. When they had made an end of dividing the lands as an inheritance according to their brothers, the children of Israel gave an inheritance among them to Joshua, the son of Nun. According to the word of the Lord, they gave him the city which he asked for, Timnath Serah, in the mountains of Ephraim, and built the city and dwelt in it. These were the inheritances which Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel divided as an inheritance by lot in Shiloh before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. So they made an end of dividing the country. And yeah, I know that was a lot of land division. So this is what it all looked like. And you got the tribes of Israel, all their names and where their lots are located there through all of Israel. Anybody, if you guys want to screenshot that and save it for your notes or something, it helps me to know. You get all these borders, and there you go. Continuing on, how you doing, Matthew? Do you want me to read any of that again, or did you not take enough notes? Huh? Julie boy? Okay. Joshua chapter 20. The cities of refuge. The Lord also spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moses, that the slayer who kills a person accidentally or unintentionally may flee there, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he flees to one of those cities and stands at the entrance of the gate of the city and declares his case in the hearing of the elders of that city, that they shall take him into the city as one of them, and give him a place, that he may dwell among them. Then if the avenger of the blood pursues him, they shall not deliver the slayer into his hand, because he struck his neighbor unintentionally, but did not hate him beforehand. And he shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the one who is high priest in those days. Then the slayer may return and come to his own city and his own house, to the city from which he fled. So they appointed Kadesh in Galilee, in the mountains of Naphtali, Shechem in the mountains of Ephraim, and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron, in the mountains of Judah. And on the other side of the Jordan, by Jericho eastward, they assigned Bezer in the wilderness on the plain from the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead from the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan from the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel and for the stranger who dwelt among them, that whoever killed a person accidentally might flee there and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood until he stood before the congregation. Joshua chapter 21, cities of the Levites. Then the heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites came near to Eleazar the priest, to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they spoke to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, saying, The Lord commanded through Moses to give us cities to dwell in with their common lands for our livestock. So the children of Israel gave to the Levites from their inheritance at the commandment of the Lord these cities and their common lands. Now the lot came out for the families of the Kohathites and the children of Aaron the priest, who were of the Levites. They had 13 cities by lot from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Simeon, and from the tribe of Benjamin. The rest of the children of Kohath had 10 cities by lot from the families of the tribe of Ephraim, from the tribe of Dan, and from the half tribe of Manasseh. And the children of Gershon had 13 cities by lot from the families of the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the half tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The children of Merari, according to their families, had 12 cities from the tribe of Reuben, from the tribe of Gad, and from the tribe of Zebulun. And the children of Israel gave these cities with their common lands by lot to the Levites, as the Lord had commanded by the hand of Moses. So they gave from the tribe of the children of Judah and from the tribe of the children of Simeon these cities, which are designated by name, which were for the children of Aaron, one of the families of the Kohathites, who were of the children of Levi. For the lot was theirs first. And they gave them Kirjath Arba. Arba was the father of Anak, which is Hebron, in the mountains of Judah, with the common land surrounding it. But the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, as his possession. Thus, to the children of Aaron, the priest, they gave Hebron with its common land, a city of refuge for the slayer, Libnah with its common land, Jatir with its common land, Eshtemoa with its common land, Holon with its common land, Debir with its common land, Ain with its common land, Juttah with its common land, and Beth Shemesh with its common land. 9 cities from those 2 tribes. Excuse me. And from the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its common land, Geba with its common land, Anathoth with its common land, and Almon with its common land, 4 cities. All the cities of the children of Aaron, the priests, were 13 cities with their common lands. And the families of the children of Kohath, the Levites, the rest of the children of Kohath, even they had the cities of their lot from the tribe of Ephraim. For they gave them Shechem with its common land and common land in the mountains of Ephraim, a city for refuge for the slayer. Gezer with its common land, Gibzium with its common land, and Beth Horon with its common land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Dan, Eltekeh with its common land, Gibbethon with its common land, Aijalon with its common land, and Geth Rimon with its common land, 4 cities. And from the half tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with its common land, and Gath Rimon with its common land, 2 cities. All the 10 cities with their common lands were for the rest of the families of the children of Kohath. Also, all the children of Gershon, of the families of the Levites, from the other half of the tribe of Manasseh, they gave Golan in Bashan with its common land, a city of refuge for the slayer, and Be-Estra with its common land, 2 cities. And from the tribe of Issachar, Kishion with its common land, and Daberath with its common land, or Daberath. Jarmuth with its common land, and En-Ganim with its common land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Asher, Mishal with its common land, Abdon with its common land, Helkath with its common land, and Rehob with its common land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee with its common land, a city of refuge for the slayer, Hamath Dor in its common land, and Kartam with its common land, 3 cities. All the cities of the Gershonites, according to their families, were 13 cities and their common lands. And to the families of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites, from the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with its common land, Karta with its common land, Dibnah with its common land, and Nahalal with its common land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Reuben, Bezer with its common land, Jahaz with its common land, Kedemoth with its common land, and Mephaeth with its common land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its common land, a city of refuge for the slayer, Maanim with its common land, Heshbon with its common land, and Jazer with its common land, 4 cities in all. So all the cities for the children of Merari, according to their families, the rest of the families of the Levites, were by their lot 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites within the possession of the children of Israel were 48 cities with their common lands. Every one of these cities had its common land surrounding it. Thus were all the cities. Joshua 21, verse 43, the promise fulfilled. How are you doing? Good. So the Lord gave to Israel all the land of which he had sworn to give to their fathers, and they took possession of it and dwelt in it. The Lord gave them rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers, and not a man of all their enemies stood against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hand. Not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord had spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. Well, it's all bliss then, huh, Matthew? We could just close this book right up and say good for them, huh? All bliss. Yeah. Joshua chapter 22. Eastern tribes returned to their lands. Then Joshua called the Reubenites, the Gadites, and half the tribe of Manasseh, and said to them, you have kept all that Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded you, and you have obeyed my voice in all that I commanded you. You have not left your brethren these many days up to this day, but have kept the charge of the commandment of the Lord your God. Now the Lord your God has given rest to your brethren, as he promised them. Now therefore, return and go to your tents, and to the land of your possession, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave you on the other side of the Jordan. But take careful heed to do the commandment and the law which Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded you, to love the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to keep his commandments, to hold fast to him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. So Joshua blessed them and sent them away, and they went to their tents. Now, to half the tribe of Manasseh, Moses had given a possession in Bashan, but to the other half of it, Joshua gave a possession among their brethren on this side of the Jordan westward. And indeed, when Joshua sent them away to their tents, he blessed them and spoke to them, saying, return with much riches to your tents, with very much livestock, with silver, with gold, with bronze, with iron, and with very much clothing. Divide the spoil of your enemies with your brethren. So the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh returned, and departed from the children of Israel at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan, to go to the country of Gilead, to the land of their possession, which they had obtained according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. Joshua 22, verse 10, an altar by the Jordan. And when they came to the region of the Jordan, which is in the land of Canaan, the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half tribe of Manasseh built an altar there by the Jordan, a great, impressive altar. Now the children of Israel heard someone say, behold, the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh have built an altar on the frontier of the land of Canaan, in the region of the Jordan, on the children of Israel's side. And when the children of Israel heard of it, the whole congregation of the children of Israel gathered together at Shiloh to go to war against them. Oh, man. Then the children of Israel sent Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, to the children of Reuben, to the children of Gad, and to the half tribe of Manasseh, into the land of Gilead, and with him 10 rulers, 1 ruler each from the chief house of every tribe of Israel, and each one was the head of the house of his father among the divisions of Israel. Then they came to the children of Reuben, to the children of Gad, and to the half tribe of Manasseh, to the land of Gilead, and they spoke with him, saying, Thus says the whole congregation of the Lord, what treachery is this that you have committed against the Lord of Israel, to turn away this day from following the Lord, in that you have built for yourselves an altar, that you might rebel this day against the Lord? Is the iniquity of Peor not enough for us, from which we are not cleansed till this day, although there was a plague in the congregation of the Lord, but that you must turn away this day from following the Lord? And it shall be, if you rebel today against the Lord, that tomorrow he will be angry with the whole congregation of Israel. Nevertheless, if the land of your possession is unclean, then cross over to the land of the possession of the Lord, where the Lord's tabernacle stands, and take possession among us. But do not rebel against the Lord, nor rebel against us, by building yourselves an altar besides the altar of the Lord our God. Did not Achan, the son of Zerah, commit a trespass in the accursed thing, and wrath fell on all the congregation of Israel? And that man did not perish alone in his iniquity. Then the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh answered and said to the heads of the divisions of Israel, the Lord God of gods, the Lord God of gods, he knows, and let Israel itself know. If it is in rebellion or if in treachery against the Lord, do not save us on this day. If we have built ourselves an altar to turn from following the Lord, or if to offer on it burnt offerings or grain offerings, or if to offer peace offerings on it, let the Lord himself require an account. But in fact, we have done it for fear, for a reason, saying, in time to come, your descendants may speak to our descendants, saying, what have you to do with the Lord, God of Israel? For the Lord has made the Jordan a border between you and us. You children of Reuben and children of Gad, you have no part in the Lord. Cease fearing in the Lord, so your descendants would make our descendants cease fearing the Lord. Therefore we said, let us now prepare to build ourselves an altar, not for burnt offering nor for sacrifice, but that it may be a witness between you and us and our congregation after us, that we may perform the service of the Lord before him with our burnt offerings, with our sacrifices, and with our peace offerings, that your descendants may not say to our descendants in time to come, you have no part in the Lord. Therefore we said that it will be, when they say this to us or to our generations in time to come, that we may say, here is the replica of the altar of the Lord which our fathers made, though not for burnt offerings nor for sacrifices, but it is a witness between you and us. Far be it from us that we should rebel against the Lord and turn from following the Lord this day to to build an altar for burnt offerings, for grain offerings, or for sacrifices, besides the altar of the Lord our God, which is before his tabernacle. Now, when Phinehas, the priest of the rulers of the congregation, the heads of the division of Israel, who were with him, heard the words that the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh spoke, it pleased them. Then Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, said to the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh, this day we perceive that the Lord is among us, because you have not committed this treachery against the Lord. Now you have delivered the children of Israel out of the hand of the Lord. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, and the rulers returned from the children of Reuben and the children of Gad from the land of Gilead to the land of Canaan, to the children of Israel, and brought back word to them. So the thing pleased the children of Israel, and the children of Israel blessed God. They spoke no more of going against them in battle, to destroy the land where the children of Reuben and Gad dwelt. The children of Reuben and the children of Gad called the altar Witness, for it is a witness between us that the Lord is God. Now, there is a Hebrew word here. It's halak, Halak. Halak. Yeah, halak means walk. Walk can mean literally to move at a pace slower than a run, or figuratively one's conduct of life. The literal sense predominates in the Old Testament, but the figurative meaning of the word does occur. In the New Testament, the word usually is used literally in the Gospels, while it is usually used figuratively in Paul and John's letters. The figurative sense it has decidedly spiritual overtones. One either conducts his life as a Christian or as a non-Christian. The believer can walk in darkness or in the light, and constantly is urged to choose the latter. Only such path is worthy of the calling which with you were called. Continuing on with the scripture. You're just moving your arm all around, huh? Joshua chapter 23. Now it came to pass a long time after the Lord had given rest to Israel from all their enemies round about, that Joshua was old, advanced in age, and Joshua called for all Israel, for their elders, for their heads, for their judges, and for their officers, and said to them, I am old, advanced in age. You have seen all that the Lord your God has done to all these nations because of you. For the Lord your God is he who fought for you. See, I have divided to you by lot these nations that remain, to be an inheritance for your tribes from the Jordan, with all the nations that I have cut off, as far as the great sea westward. And the Lord your God will expel them from before you and drive them out of your sight. So you shall possess their land as the Lord your God promised you. Therefore, be very courageous to keep and do all that is written. Excuse me. Are you shaking? Are you cold? Okay. And the Lord your God will expel them from before you and drive them out of all of your sight. So you shall possess their land as the Lord your God promised. Therefore, be very courageous to keep and do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, lest you turn aside from it to the right hand or to the left, and lest you go among these nations, these who remain among you. You shall not make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause anyone to swear by them. You shall not serve them, nor bow down to them. But you shall hold fast to the Lord your God, as you have done to this day. For the Lord has driven out from before you great and strong nations. But as for you, not one has been able to stand against you to this day. One man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your God is he who fights for you, as he promised you. Therefore take careful heed to yourselves that you love the Lord your God, or else, if indeed you do go back and cling to the remnant of these nations, these that remain among you, and make marriages with them, and go into them, and they go in, and they go to you, and they to you, excuse me. Know for certain that the Lord your God will no longer drive out these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps to you, and scourges on your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until you perish from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. Behold, this day I am going the way of all the earth, and you know in all your hearts and in all your souls that not one thing has failed of all the good things which the Lord your God spoke concerning you. All have come to pass for you. Not one word of them has failed. Therefore it shall come to pass that as all the good things have come upon you, which the Lord your God promised you, so the Lord will bring upon you all harmful things, until he has destroyed you from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. When you have transgressed the covenant of the Lord your God, which he commanded you, and you have gone and served other gods and bowed down to them, then the anger of the Lord will burn against you, and you shall perish quickly from the good land which he has given you. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Huh, Matthew? Sound like a good deal to you? Yeah. Chapter 24, Joshua chapter 24, the covenant at Shechem. Then Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, for their heads, for their judges, and for their officers, and they presented themselves before God. And Joshua said to all the people, Thus says the Lord God of Israel, your fathers, including Terah, the father of Abraham and the father of Nahor, dwelt on the other side of the river in old times, and they served other gods. Then I took your father Abraham from the other side of the river, led him through all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his descendants, and gave him Isaac To Isaac I gave Jacob and Esau. To Esau I gave the mountains of Seir to possess. But Jacob and his children went down to Egypt. Also I sent Moses and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt according to what I did among them. Afterward I brought you out. Then I brought your fathers out of Egypt, and you came to the sea. And the Egyptians pursued your fathers with chariots and horsemen to the Red Sea. So they cried out to the Lord, and he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, brought the sea upon them, and covered them. And your eyes saw what I did in Egypt. Then you dwelt in the wilderness a long time. And I brought you into the land of the Amorites, who dwelt on the other side of the Jordan, and they fought with you. But I gave them into your hand, that you might possess their land. And I destroyed them from before you. Then Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, arose to make war against Israel, and sent and called Balaam, the son of Beor, to curse you. But I would not listen to Balaam. Therefore he continued to bless you. So I delivered you out of his hand. Then you went over the Jordan, and came to Jericho, and the men of Jericho fought against you. Also the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. But I delivered them into your hand. I sent the hornet before you, which drove them out from before you. Also the two kings of the Amorites, but not with your sword or with your bow. I have given you a land for which you did not labor, and cities which you did not build, and you dwell in them. You eat of the vineyard and the olive groves which you did not plant. Now therefore fear the Lord, serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the river and in Egypt. Serve the Lord. And if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the river, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So the people answered and said, Far be it from us that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods, for the Lord our God is he who brought us out and our fathers up out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way that we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. And the Lord drove out from before us all the people, including the Amorites who dwell in the land. We also will serve the Lord, for he is our God. But Joshua said to the people, You cannot serve the Lord, for he is a holy God. He is a jealous God. He will not forgive your transgressions nor your sins. If you forsake the Lord and serve foreign gods, then he will turn and do you harm and consume you after he has done you good. And the people said to Joshua, No, but we will serve the Lord. So Joshua said to the people, You are witness against yourselves, that you have chosen the Lord for yourselves to serve him. And they said, We are witnesses. Now therefore, he said, Put away the foreign gods which are among you, and incline your heart to the Lord of Israel. And the people said to Joshua, The Lord our God we will serve, and his voice we will obey. So Joshua made a covenant with the people that day, and made for them a statute and an ordinance in Shechem. Then Joshua wrote these words in the book of the law of God, and he took a large stone and set it up under the oak tree that was by the sanctuary of the Lord. And Joshua said to all the people, Behold, this stone shall be a witness to us, for it has heard all the words of the Lord which he spoke to us. It shall therefore be a witness to you, lest you deny your God. So Joshua let the people depart, each to his own inheritance. Joshua 24, verse 29, death of Joshua and Eleazar. Now it came to pass after these things that Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old, and they buried him within the border of his inheritance at Timnath Serah, which is in the mountains of Ephraim on the north side of Mount Gaash. Israel served the Lord all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders who outlived Joshua, who had known all the works of the Lord which he had done for Israel. The bones of Joseph, which the children of Israel had brought up out of Egypt, they buried at Shechem in the plot of ground which Jacob had bought from the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 pieces of silver, which had become an inheritance of the children of Joseph. And Eleazar the son of Aaron died. They buried him in a hill belonging to Phinehas, his son, which was given to him in the mountains of Ephraim. And that concludes the book of Joshua. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Wait. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys caught all that. Hi, Benny. Thank you. There was a little icon that pops on the screen, and it's like a puzzle piece, and it tells me it's going to shut off the thing if I don't slide the piece over, and I just don't look up when I'm reading, except for looking at Matthew. Thank you, Benny. Hi, Brenda. I see you. Hi. Thanks, Mom. Oh, and you're welcome. It was my pleasure. Yeah, that was totally my pleasure. I hope I did okay on some of those names. There's a lot of names. I have to remind myself that chances are I'll never see that name again, so I can just say it however I want to, but I like to be consistent. It really helped that I would. Oh, thanks, Brenda. Let me say goodbye to YouTube and Rumble. Thank you, YouTube and Rumble, for coming in and checking this out. Hope you got something out of it. God bless you all in Jesus' mighty name.